Hello everyone. So we are going to see the problems on ages which are asked in all the competitive exams. Okay, and not just how to solve those, but we are going to see the tricks and tips so that you can solve those very quickly during the exam, right? So that's the key for any competitive exam. So there are some tricks and tips which I am going to share with you in this video. So in this video we are going to see the multiple examples of ages. I have already uploaded two parts, part 1 and part 2 of ages, but then those are the traditional ways of solving, correct? So those are for basic understanding of the problems related to ages, correct? In this video we are going to solve in the different way, which is the shortcut way, okay, and some magical tricks also. So there are various examples which are covered in this particular lecture. Okay, let's get quickly started with the first example, which is already flashing on your screen right now. So, present ages of x and y are in the ratio 5:6. So, in the previous video, we used to solve such examples by considering two variables and then forming two equations and then solving those equations simultaneously, right? That was the easiest one to understand the basics, but then it was little bit of time consuming at the same time, right? So, we are going to do this the other way. Okay, so the first statement is clear. They have given the ratio. Okay, then 7 years later again one more ratio is given, and then you are supposed to find out the present age of x, or like anybody. Okay, so the magic trick to solve the problems on ages. In the question you would be given with two statements. Okay, one of them is going to be the ratio or proportion given to you, and the other one can be the ratio or addition or some other condition, multiplication or etc. Okay, so pick the statement with proportion. If two are there with proportion, pick any of them to form the variables. Listen to this line carefully. Pick the one statement with ratio given and then form the variables from that statement, and use the other statement to form the equation by using those variables. Okay, now you will understand what I am saying when we start solving the examples. Let's quickly solve. What we are going to do, what they are saying is present age of x and y are in the ratio 5 and 6 respectively. So instead of x is to y as 5 is to 6, right? We used to do it this way, and then the other condition also in the form of x and y. But here, no, don't do it this way. What we'll do, we'll assume that the ages, current ages of x and current ages of y as 5x and 6x. Okay, why so? Why this x? Because see, I will tell you this logic. Okay, and then because I don't believe in learning or mugging up anything, and especially in maths, right? Everything is logical. So understand the logic behind this x. Basically what they are saying, this is the ratio between the ages of x and y, meaning that it can be multiplied with 2, right? And their ages are going to be what? 10 and 12. We can multiply it with 3, then their ages are going to be 15 and 18. You getting my point? So this x is nothing but that multiplier which is common for numerator and denominator, right? And that is why you are not sure. So this is the basic form of the proportion, that 5:6 is the ratio of their ages, but then you don't know their ages. Might be 15, 18, might be into 4, into 5 or something. So that into something is nothing but that x, that common factor or a common multiple you can say. Okay, so now therefore we assume that their ages as current ages of these two persons as 5x and 6x. Now observe, you are not taking the different variables, right? Initially we used to take xy and then the xy and then solve. Here you are just assuming as a single variable. So x is the one variable, correct? Now next condition is given as 7 years hence, means 7 years later or after 7 years. Some condition, some ratio is also given. So after 7 years, what are going to be their ages? 5x plus 7 and 6x plus 7, correct? And some ratio is given. You just have to write down that ratio. What is that? 6:7 respectively, correct? 6:7. Yeah, this is one age. This is present age. This is present age, correct? Of those two persons of x and y. So this is present age of x. This is present age of y. And then the next condition is this. Now solve this, just this one, and you will get the value of x, right? And then we'll see further. So cross multiplication, what it gives you? 7 into 5, 7×35x plus 7×7 equals to 36x plus 6×42, correct? So this 36 minus 35 is x only, 49 minus 42 is 7, yes? So x value of x is 7. Okay, so that common multiple you got the value as 7. Now which age they are asking? They are asking the age of x. So x age is 5x. So into 5 is 35. So x's age is 35. Easy. So what I am trying to tell you about this trick is there would be two conditions in such examples. Okay, so first condition, you are going to take it to refer to those variables, and the second condition, to form the equation. You getting my point? And only one equation is sufficient. Why? Because there is only one variable. Okay, in the previous examples or in the previous lectures, we saw there would be two variables and hence we required two equations. Then solving those two equations parallelly will give you the values of x and y. But here you just need one equation to solve it. Now let's quickly jump to the second example. Second example, it is flashing on your screen already. So see, present age of Samir and Anand are in the ratio 5:4. Again some ratio is given. Okay, 3 years later their ratio is something, and what is the present age of Anand they are asking, right? Kind of similar example. Yeah, let's solve it because it is the practice session, and once this is done, some more interesting examples are coming right after this. Okay, so the present age of Samir and Anand are in the ratio 5:4. So let's assume the ages are 5x and 4x, correct? These are the ages of Samir and Anand. Samir and Anand. Okay, so the first statement is it is used to form these variables. Okay, and then the second statement is going to be used to form the equation, and then we are going to solve that equation. Okay, so what is the second statement? 3 years later the ratio of their ages is going to be something. So after 3 years, what are their ages? 5x plus 3 and then 4x plus 3, right? And what is the proportion of their ages? It is going to be 11:9. So 11:9. Let's solve it by using cross multiplication. So 9 5s are 5 9 45x, 9 3 27 equals to 44x plus 33. Yes. So now 45 and 44 comes here. So it is x equals to 33 minus this 27 goes there. So 33 minus 27 is 6, right? So you got the value of x as 6. Now they are asking the age of whose? Anand's age, right? So Anand's age is 4x. So this 6 into 4. Yes. So how much it is? Side chop 24. So the Anand's age is 24. He is 24 years old. Yeah. Easy. So the next question, which is already flashing on your screen. So that is 6 years ago. Now see, this is little bit different question. Okay, we are going to cover maximum variety of questions, right? Maximum patterns from the ages in this video only. So now 6 years ago they have given the ratio between two people, right? 4 years after they are giving the ratio again, and they are asking the present age of one person, right? So now see carefully. One equation, as I already mentioned, first statement you are going to take it to form the variables, right? And the second statement to form the equation. So first statement given as 6 years ago their ratio is 6:5. So now we will assume their ages as 6x and 5x, right? And these are the ages of Kunal and Sagar, right? And these are what? How many years ago? 6 years ago, right? So ages before 6 years ago, right? These two variables. So assume that Kunal's age before 6 years is 6x. Sagar's age before 6 years is 5x. Easy up to this. Now the second condition they are giving as 4 years hence, means after 4 years the proportion of their ages is something, right? So now see, think logically. This is the variable 6 years before. Kunal's age before 6 years is this. So that his today's age is how much? We have to add those 6. So that is present age. And in the equation they are giving you after 4 years. So again you have to add that 4 here. Understood? Same way for this is 5, this 5x is 6 years ago. So to come in the present, add 6, and to go 4 years in future, add 4. Easy. And this proportion is given to you as 11:10. 11:10. Easy. So this gives you nothing but 6x plus 10 divided by 5x plus 10 equals to 11/10. Again to the cross multiplication, it's kind of very easy, right? So this gives you 60x plus 100 equals to 55x plus 110. Now take this here. So 60 minus 55 is 5x equals to 110 minus 100 is 10. 5 2s are 10. So you got the value of 2 x as 2. Now see carefully. If you put this value of x here and here, you will get this as 12 and you will get this as 10. But these are their ages 6 years ago. I've already mentioned, right? We assumed it that way. And what are they asking? Sagar's present age. So Sagar's age before 6 years is 10. So his present age is just plus 6. So 16 is the present age of Sagar. Clear? Easy? Okay. So now let's again quickly move to the next question. That is also a very interesting one. The questions are continuously flashing on your screen. You can take screenshot and try on your own and then resume this video. Okay. So the next question. See, this is again something different and yet interesting, right? Till now we saw just two persons, right? Forming two variables. Here there are three persons. Okay, let's start it. The total of the ages of those three persons is 93 and 10 years ago their ratio is given to you and you have to find out someone's present age. Okay. Now as you know, see, what I told you, one statement is used to form the variables and the other statement to form the equation. Here, how do you form the variable? Out of the ratio only, some proportion only, right? Or you just have, they have given the proportion at only one place, right? So meaning that is the place you are going to form variable with and the remaining condition you are going to use it to form the equation. Clear up to this? Okay. So now let's form the variable from that condition. What's the ratio they are given? 2 is to 3 is to 4, right? Whatever it is, simply add x after that, okay? And then we'll try to evaluate what is the condition they have given. Okay. So this is 10 years ago, right? So this condition is 10 years ago. Whatever they have given, we are going to assume it that way only. Okay, no any headache for that. Okay, and what are their names? Jayant, Prem and who is that? Saransh. Okay, Jayant, Prem and Saransh. Okay, so these are three people. Assume their ages as 2x, 3x and 4x respectively, and these are the 10 years ago. These ages are 10 years ago. Now what are they saying? The total of the ages of these three is 93. That is at present, right? This is before 10 years. So to come in the present, we have to add 10, right? We have to add 10 for all of these. And then the total of these is going to be 93. So see, 2x plus 3x plus 4x plus this 10, 30 and this is 93, no? This is 93, yes. So 2x plus 3x plus 4x is how much? 9x. Yes, 9x equals to, take this 30 there minus, so 93 minus 30 is 63. Okay, and then this gives you Navasata traces. So value of x is 7. Okay, now they are asking something related to Saransh, right? So we are not interested in these two but Saransh. So how much it is going to be? 4x. If you put this 4 here, 728, right? So you get it as 28. But then that is 10 years before. So 10 years before the age of Saransh was 28. But then if you want to come in present, add 10 and it gives you 38. So present age of Saransh is 38. Yeah, very easy. Yeah, now let's quickly move to the next example. Again very interesting. Yeah, the ratio of present ages of two brothers is given to you. 5 years back their ratio is given to you, and what will be the ratio of their ages after 5 years? You getting? Now they are not asking you age or something, they are asking you in ratio only. The answer has to be in the ratio only. Okay, so now whatever is the first statement you see, that is some ratio is given, so you will form the variables from it. Ratio of the present ages of two brothers is 1:2, so x and 2x. Let's assume it as x brother 1, brother 2, okay, and this is present age only. Okay, so their present age is this way. Now they have given the condition as 5 years back the ratio was 1:3. So 5 years back means you have to subtract the 5 from both and the ratio was 1:3. Yes, cross multiplication. 3x minus 15 equals to 2x minus 5. Take this here, so x, this 15 here, so 10. So value of x is 10. Yeah. Now if you put that value here, so that gives you 10 and 2x means 20. So their present ages are 10 and 20. But are they asking me that? No. They are asking me the ratio of their ages after 5 years. Okay, so what are going to be their ages after 5 years? See, their present ages are 10 and 20. After 5 years means just plus 5, plus 5. Yes, so their ages are going to be 15 and 25. So the ratio is 15:25, or we write it down like 15:25. Simplify this equation, then it gives you 5 3s are 5 5s are. Yes, so 3:5 is the answer. 3:5 is the ratio of proportion between these two brothers after 5 years. Yes, 3:5 is the final answer. Yes. So Hitesh is 40 years old, Ronnie is 60 years old. How many years ago was the ratio of their ages? 3:5. Very interesting yet super simple. You know the age of Hitesh and Ronnie. Hitesh and Ronnie, these are two people, correct? Their ages are what? 40 and 60. 40 and 60. Yes. Now they are asking me like how many years before the proportion of their ages was 3:5. 3:5, right? So this 40 minus something and the same this 60 minus something, right? This is nothing but those many years before their age, correct? 40 minus, say for example 5 years before. 40 minus 5, 60 minus 5. So that is going to be 35 divided by 55. You getting my point? So this X factor you need to find out. So how many years before the ratio of their ages was 3:5? So basically X you need to figure out. Cross multiplication. This was just the example, right, to understand. So 5 4s are 5 is 200 minus 5x equals to 180 minus 3x. Take this 5x here, so that gives you plus 5x minus 3x is 2x. Take this 180 here, so that gives you 20. So 2 and 10. So therefore value of x is 10. So 10 years before the proportion of their ages was 3:5. Quickly cross check, right? You can simply cross check it. So 10 years before, what would be the age of this H? It is going to be 30, and 10 years before he is going to be 50. So 3:5, yeah? 3:5. That's what they want. So yeah, simple, very simple. Now last question for this video. Yeah, again very interesting. So the question is, the ratio of the father's age to his son's age is 7:3. Product of their ages is 7:56. And then you have to find out the ratio of their ages after something. Correct? Then now, as I mentioned already, if you have only one ratio, then take that statement for variable formation. You see in this example just such one statement where the ratio is given to you. And what is that? 7:3. So simply 7x and 3x. This is father and this is son. Easy. What are they saying? Is it their present age or something like ago, before, after? So this is their present age only, right? So present age. Do not mention after or before or anything because it is present age. Now the second condition is given as product of their ages. Correct? Now product of their ages. So simple. Product of their ages is 7:56. 7:56. Now see, if this is divisible by 3, so that you know we can just reduce this equation. It is divisible by 6, right? Because total of all the digits in this number is 18, and 18 is divisible by 3. That is the divisibility rule of 3. We have already seen one other video, special video for this. Okay, so now yes, we can divide it by 3. 3 2s are 3 6, 3 5 15, 3 6. Correct? Now is it divisible by 7? Yes. 7 3 21. 7 second becha, right? So x square equals to 36. So x equals to 6. Don't consider negative 1 because age is never going to be negative. It is always going to be positive 1. So the value of x is 6. So what is the 7x? So father and son, right? So what is the value of 7x? Sai satta becha and sai trik 18. Okay. So their present ages are 18 and 42. Father is 42 years old and son is 18 years old. But are they asking me that? No, they are asking me the ratio of their ages after 6 years. Easy. Add 6, add 6. How much it gives you? 48. And how much it gives you? 24. So basically they are asking me 48 divided by 24. What is this? 24 ones are 24 twos are. Correct? So the ratio is 2:1. 2:1. Easy? Yeah? So I hope you like this video. Keep practicing, keep studying. If you have any doubts, put it in the comment section, or you can DM me, personally ping me. I would try to resolve your questions. Okay, all the very best. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye. See you in the next video.